Hello there. So Saturday, home game against Alnwick. This man here, Mr. Alex McFadden, 200 first team appearances. Alex, how are you feeling?
Yeah, excited. Obviously, I've been at the club about 10 years now and had a few injuries, but not many. So getting to the 200 games was what such a bad feat, and I'm just happy to have got there for the club.
Well, I mean, it's not just 200 games; it's 200 games in the sort of the main position in a game of rugby, isn't it? It's you're in the middle of everything, the most important player on the team. I don't know how you've done it, 200 games.
Well, not all heroes wear capes and that, Leon. That's how it is, isn't it? But yeah, just the body's held up pretty well. So I've just been lucky in that regard.
So you're in the middle of that pack. The reputation goes before themselves. They are quite large. Yeah. What's it like being in the middle of that pack of forwards?
Oh, it's like being among the giants, to be honest. They have a running joke that it's the land of the giants and Alex around here, to be honest. It makes my job a lot easier, and I just seem like an angry midget, charging around the field.
Well, I don't know why you're looking at me saying angry midget. Yeah, it's funny to actually say that because Sid Hines is at the bar. It's talking of angry midgets. So I'm going to put you on the spot here now, Alex. You've had some really, really good, strong props alongside you. Which two, you can only pick two, would you pick?
It's a tough one, that, because obviously we have been really blessed down here with props and stuff. We've had lots of different people over the years, and National League props come down recently. But if I had to pick two, it's got to be where the journey began, and that's Ollie Cook and Chris Moore. The old armchair.
Yeah, Ollie Cook and Chris
it's like that chair. When you get a really comfy chair and you sit in there, it's it feels like that because we've been doing it for so long since the Yorkshire One days and stuff.
So I think you came to the club from Illingworth Rugby League.
Yeah, I did. When I left uni, my brother-in-law sort of got in touch with me and said, "Do I fancy playing a bit of rugby league?" So I did, and then I did a year up there and enjoyed it. But then a friend of mine that I went to uni with down here said that they were looking for front rowers and what have you, and got me to come down. And when I came down, just loved the place, as what most people do, and I've just been here ever since.
So in the middle of that, the forward pack, you are notorious in the league as a strong set of forwards, but which one fixture do you look out for and do you know you're going to be in a real tough battle?
I suppose it depends, really. Obviously, all the forward packs in this league are fairly decent. Obviously, it just goes with the standard and everything. This year Harrogate have been a very good forward pack. They had some big boys in there and big solid boys as well. Scrummaging, Alnwick have always been a very good scrummaging pack. And then I suppose if you're thinking about sort of physicality and aggression, Clecky and they top it because of the enthusiasm and the aggression that they put out there with Dickie Piper leading it is quite it's a formidable force, isn't it, really? So
yeah. They did a job again Saturday, didn't they? That's 2 seasons on the trot, but credit to them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
deserve that win. So obviously last year we went down to Havant in the Papa John's semi-final. Hoping to go one further this year and finish the season on a high at Twickers.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Obviously, try and do better than we did last year. Always improving and stuff. I mean, Driffield won it last year, didn't they? So there's no reason why a Yorkshire team can't win it again this year. So fingers crossed.
That'd be a good way to end the season.
Yeah, it would, yeah.
So obviously our director of rugby, Harry, he played a number of years in the number 2 shirt. Is that something you'd see yourself doing after your playing days are over and moving into coaching?
Maybe. I'm not sure, really. I did do a little bit of junior coaching down here, but it's always a little bit hit and miss with the juniors and go ebbs and flows while we're trying to get it set up. But it'd be really hard for me not to be involved in this setup for the rest of my life because of being down here. It is my life for now. My wife loves being down here. My little boys love being down here, and it's a big part of it. So I'd probably naturally fall into that. I really would.
And your little boys, what would they say to you? What would you say to them? If they would say, "I want to play rugby"?
Oh yeah, definitely. I'd always encourage it. I'm quite an advocate for making sure they're doing extracurricular stuff. There's a lot of kids on video games and stuff a lot these days. All kids do it, but you've got to kind of keep a bit of it, a good balance and stuff. And I think rugby is a really good thing socially and physically. So definitely would encourage it.
Would you coach your own sons?
I don't think so, no.
He's not committing.
No,
we were hoping to get him to commit on I failed. I had one job.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it'd be like, say, teaching how to drive. I think it'd be a bit hard to, So,
I mean, could you imagine that forward pack in a few years' time, 10, 15 years, with young McFadden and Tommy Moore and Bobby Downsborough?
Oh, yeah. So there's them, and then obviously you've got Cookie's little one as well.
Cookie,
there's a
future meat grinder there.
Oh, yeah, there definitely is. Yeah, hope the future's strong. It's just going to take about 18 years. Like, when it comes round, it'll be all right. Like, see if we can all hold on for then. Like,
So Saturday, game number 200. Quite a few people on the touchline do comment about your hair because you do rock the mullet.
Yeah, that's it.
And I think the mullet is quite similar to a rugby side. Obviously, business at the front, that's the forwards, and then the party at the back with the backs having the fun. But anything special planned for Saturday? A bit of a trim or anything?
Yeah, I think I might get it cut in a little bit more. I've let it slack a little bit.
Yeah.
You need to get it a bit more trimmed out. It's gone.
I'm only jealous.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to go with Jason Merry and start dyeing it exotic colours.
Good.
And stuff, but I might trim it up, make sure I look my best for the 200 games.
I know a few of the other lads have tried to dabble with growing mullets, but like Stringer and Pilch.
You don't commit, Leon. You don't commit. You've got to commit. You've got to go the full length. You can't just dabble at it.
Talking of commitment, getting serious again for one moment. Previous game against Alnwick, it got called off, and all the lads were in here early doors, having a meal, drink, and everything. But it was noticeable that you weren't actually here. Well, you were here, but you weren't in the club. You were out on the training field. I think that just shows how you've managed to reach this milestone just by showing that sheer dedication. So, what is it? What actually motivates you to do that?
Well, I didn't start playing rugby until I was 18 when I went to university, and in that regard, I felt like I had a lot of catching up to do with a lot of the lads. And I think naturally, and sort of a rugby sort of natural ability and flair, I lack in that department. So I kind of feel like I've got to work extra hard with my skills and my physicality and everything like that, my fitness. And that's generally what my USP is, like my endurance and physicality, and the fact that I can keep going for 80 minutes and stuff. So that's generally what drives me that way. I think inherently I have to work hard, because if I don't, I'm letting people down. So.
Well, I mean, you certainly don't let us down. I don't know how many consecutive games you've had now in the front row, but it's best part of 2 seasons. I don't think you've missed a game, have you?
No, not since not since the bicep tear. Yeah. So yeah, it's been going well. It's just been a bit more sensible as well. I used to do a lot of stupid heavy lifting and stuff, and that whereas you got to think, if you're going to be playing rugby and your body can't handle it when you get into your 30s and stuff, you've got to start scaling back on that and prioritising the rugby over it. So
it's quite amazing now when we watch you lads training, and even before a game, you're in and out for 2 hours before the game kicks off. I mean, a lot of the lads on the touchline, their pre-match routine would be having a chip butty.
Yeah.
Some even have a pint.
Yeah, exactly. Hair of the dog.
We better go out there and touch your toes, and away we go. But the game has changed at this level. Crazy.
It has. I mean, obviously, we've sort of found a good balance at pre-game stuff now. We're not out as long. We used to be out for quite a long period of time, and I think it was affecting certain bits of performances, because obviously you started to get a little bit bored of things and not staying sharp. Whereas now we're sort of, we're hitting the right sort of combination of being out there in the short periods in time and doing everything exactly right and running between things, and then we're just ramping up good for kick-offs now.
Cool. And then one final question: 200 games. Which one player would you wish you'd never want to play alongside again?
Wow, it's a difficult one, that, actually, to be fair.
There's a lot to choose from.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. I couldn't really think of anybody not to play alongside with, because even like the sort of characters of the team, you take them as they are and what have you.
All right, we'll switch then. Which one player who's no longer with the club would you have back instantly?
Oh, my mate Chris Piper.
Piper.
I do miss him. Yeah, I do miss him. So yeah.
Right, nice one. Well, all the best for Saturday.
Cheers,
let's have a win. Up the Heath.
Cheers.